I am standing up here with Stacy Collett from Dollar Bill. Dollar Bill Copy, they do incredible laser printing, all different types of printing, right? You do printing?
Yeah, digital printing.
They do digital printing. They do a great job and they turn it around like this. So, she's our treasurer, that's why she's up here. She's our treasurer because we're a non-profit, which means we don't profit. I know, isn't that crazy? But we have lots of fun.
But we do.
Yeah, right. Benji profits and others from. But no, we're all here to support each other. We're all here because we have great marketing topics. And the nonprofit, we pass the hat. There's no charge to come to LAM, but we do have expenses, and we also do good things in the community. So we pass the hat as a suggested $3 donation. That's not mandatory. The only charge here is if you want to eat lunch. As you know, it's $10, right? If you don't want to eat lunch, just sit and enjoy. We have a great talk every week. So thanks, Stacy, for being the treasurer. And you know, next week we'll have a report on how much money we have in our treasury because it's pretty good. We've been collecting money. It's sitting in the bank, which is nice. Ready to do good things. Yes. So okay. So I'm Derek Marabon, CEO of Inventive Digital Marketing. How many people are first-timers? Any first-time LA2M? Great. Welcome. Welcome. Where did you folks hear about it? Was it a friend or where? Friends? I know you heard about it from D. Davey, right? Okay. Anybody else have a source where they heard about it?
Spark.
Spark? Okay, wonderful. Good, good, good.
I heard about it on Twitter.
On Twitter? Okay, Bud?
A year and a half ago.
Okay. All right, Bud heard about it on Twitter. Bud's actually been sending his students here who've been tweeting, which is very nice. The hashtag for LA2M is LA2M. Yeah, I know, it's pretty obvious. All right, so feel free to tweet this. Tweet it to your heart's content. Actually, Eric from Genix, he always live tweets all the brilliant things that our speakers say. And every week, Vince Shimoleski, VC Web Design, records for podcasts. Every week, Roger Rail records for videocast. So this is being live streamed right now in 108 countries around the world at la2m.org/live. Right? So, hello to the live audience in Iceland. I know we have a big following there. Yeah. So, we speak for about 30 minutes. We do introductions, so you will get to tell us who you are, because we do want to know. And I consider this a good networking opportunity. I hope you can get business out of it, jobs, referrals. We all learned about getting referrals last week, right? That was pretty awesome, from Rob Pask and Dick Beaton. So I encourage you to give referrals and make some friends. You know, this is fun. It's nice to come out and have lunch. Also, please join our Facebook page, okay, and our LinkedIn group. Those are two places you can connect. When you sign in outside, you will be added to our email newsletter, which means we will send you a weekly update of exciting things. Yes, so I think that's about it. And I think Megan's going to sponsor our email newsletter next month. Yeah. So look for her ad. It's only $100 to sponsor for an entire month, which gets you 4 emails sent out to over 1,200 people. That's not bad for $100, right? So Megan's a smart marketer, so she's going to sponsor it. She also has her event things on the table, right? You may have seen this. Okay, make sure to recycle it, please. On the way out, no kidding. But feel free to attend too while you're at it. Okay, good. Anything else, Steve? Okay, we're taking off the month of August. Okay, now to introduce our illustrious speaker, Bud Gibson is a true academic. He's a smart guy, and he knows about marketing, and he knows about numbers. And he's got a really cool company of his own called Algorithmic Advertising, in addition to being a professor at Eastern Michigan University. And he teaches an AdWords course, which the students love, and I think he's going to share some of his results and experience over the years. So please give a big round of applause to Bud Gibson.
Thank you, everybody, and thank you, Derek. So I always like to kind of repeat my message several times throughout the talk in case people have to run out or you get bored. I made sure to kind of get the point across early on. And so there is a short story to this, and a short story to managing AdWords and managing it for ROI. And that's this. Start simple, measure. Measuring is critical. We're going to talk about that a little bit. And it's also can be simple, and then revise simple. Now, I wrote it like that slightly ungrammatically because it all fit on one line. And I, in fact, changed the title of the talk to get it to fit onto 2 lines. I think we were talking about maximizing ROI in the little thing that drew you in today. It's not a bait and switch, it's just, could I fit it on 2 lines and have it fit on the screen? So to give you an idea of my background in coming to this, We started about 2.5 years ago. Google approached us to do a pilot AdWords in the curriculum course over at Eastern Michigan University. And we said sure. They approached us in October 31st, Halloween, and I said fine. And so then we started up January of 2008. We've been doing it about 2.5 years. We've worked with over 50 nonprofit organizations. And at any given point in time, our students are managing 13 to 17 nonprofits, and we have it going all year round now. And so, without further ado, let me go forward. Okay, so search and web advertising are complex. I'm assuming that we've got a lot of people in here today, and a lot of the queries I get are because people kind of wander into search marketing, thinking, oh, I'll do search marketing because it'll be kind of a cheaper sort of marketing. And then they sort of get in there and they say, oh my God, is this doing anything for me in particular? And how do I know? And so you really, when you get into this, particularly at the start, your best strategy is to keep it as simple as possible and to focus on goals. That way you'll know what it is you're trying to do, and that's sort of the first step to knowing, am I getting a return on all of this effort I'm putting into it? And the key thing to understand is that, and I think this is sort of the biggest chasm that most businesses need to get across with search marketing, is you need to find out a lot about your customer. And as you develop your search marketing campaign, it is usually a voyage of discovery into your customer's wants and needs. And you may start out with a vague idea, and then as you get into it, you're going to get more and more of a refined idea. Okay, so you have to know the segments first. I'm going to give an example of how we did that. It's usually a time-intensive process, so let me start in by recommending if you need somebody for help with this, I'm kind of expensive. I do training and I also do sort of high-level strategy work, but I have students who are great, and the examples I'm going to show are examples that students have done. Okay, so just to kind of, these are things not that I've done, I've coached them, but these are things that others have done under my guidance. And then once you know your segments, then the question is well, what is my cost of acquiring these customers? And using search marketing is actually great for that, because you know what it is you're paying to get them to your website. Okay, and you get detailed reports every month about how much it is you're paying, and then the question is okay, I'm paying all of this, is it worth it to me? We'll get down to some concrete scenarios of knowing how it's worth it for you or not as we go through the slides. Also, as we go through this, feel free to interject with questions. Okay, that's actually the way I function best. Now, we are in a room with, who knows, maybe 70 people in it. So it's not like that little 25-person classroom I'm used to dealing with, but still I'll scale up. Okay. So if you ever, how many people here are managing AdWords accounts right now? Okay. So I would say somewhere on the order of about a third of the folks. Okay. Would you say that AdWords, and just a volunteer, AdWords a simple product to manage or a complex product to manage? It depends. Okay, so I've got Kim saying it depends. So would you, Kim, would you care to elaborate on that depends question?
It depends on what they want to get out of it, how deep they want to go, and whether they want to change AdWords on a regular basis, what they want as they're reporting out on the end of it.
Okay, so Kim is saying, what is it you want out of it? What reports do you want to get? How deep do you want to go? One of the things that we've noticed is that there's actually a couple of products embedded in the AdWords product. There's a search marketing product, which is what they started off with, and where my examples are going to come from today. And in that search marketing product, there's really a couple of key things you need to know. You need to know how to write short 140-character advertisements that are going to appear on the Google search engine results page. And you need to know the kinds of things that your customers search for that you provide. Okay? And if you know those two things, there's some additional details about cost per click and this auction, which Google goes on at length about. But those are actually details. The key thing to know is what are the keywords people search on, and what are the ads that cause people searching on those keywords to click. Well, they have this other thing that they added. They purchased DoubleClick, and they have this thing called the Content Network. And the Content Network, if you ever see those ads sponsored by Google, that's the Content Network. The Content Network is hard for people to judge. Typically in the search network, you're typically kind of looking at people who are close to the point of purchase, close to making a decision. When you get into the Content Network, it could be those ads you see on the New York Times webpage. Okay, how do you judge the effectiveness of those? Well, that's actually kind of hard, and it takes a lot of time and a fair amount of data. How many people here have actually advertised on the Content Network? About half the people who have advertised using search marketing. Would anybody care to share observations about the Content Network? Hard or easy? By my student, Chris Cruchet, who's always there with a comment. And Chris, I'll hand you the microphone since I know you.
It's going to be quick.
Well, it can be quick. Hey, Brett, how's it going?
Hello, my name is Chris Cruchet. I'm in Dr. Gibson's class. I believe that Content Network is much harder to manage than the search network, mainly because people that are browsing websites in the Content Network generally aren't in the buying mode. So if you're selling something, to sell someone something on the Content Network seems to be a challenge. So your click-through rate and your conversion rate naturally are low on the Content Network. So that's always a challenge.
Okay. All right. Anybody have anything to add? Okay.
We have found that the Content Network works really well at BC Web for some of our clients who just need some branding and some visibility. We have someone who's running an online golfers museum that's entirely online. He's not looking for sale, just for traffic and interest. So that's a place where the Content Network has really paid off.
Okay, great. Okay, great. That pretty much captures, those two perspectives capture what I hear most people saying about the Content Network. It's very good for awareness. If you're going to try and think about things like, what's the return I'm getting on this investment, you have to tell yourself some sort of story about increasing awareness is good. Okay, whereas with the search network, it tends to be more direct action. I actually recommend people start with the search network if they're getting into AdWords, because it is more direct and the feedback loop is a lot clearer, and you can actually start to more easily get at things like your return on investment. Then branch out to the Content Network. Okay. So this was what I was bringing up earlier. There's really kind of two things you need to think about as you develop your AdWords campaigns or your pay-per-click advertising campaigns, because this actually extends to beyond AdWords. And the first thing is what are the keywords? What are the things that your potential customers would be searching on? Typing into the Google search box. Now stop and think about that. That is great information. Somebody is telling you what they want. Okay? The second thing is, and this is actually where a lot of there's a lot of legwork in coming up with the keywords, but then there's additional legwork in writing ad text. What is it that gets people to click? And it's not just what is it that gets them to click, it's actually what is it that I can offer that will get them to click. So you have to kind of marry those two, okay? You can't offer them things that you don't have, because otherwise they're going to come to your website and they're going to go away. So what is it that, what is this promise that makes these potential customers come to your site? And again, we're going to start with search. Now, I'm going to go into an example, and it's a nonprofit example, and I'm going to kind of give you an idea of how this process builds out. So we're working currently with United Way Toledo, and we've actually worked with a number of United Ways people. I picked this example because people will be familiar with United Way. Now, United Way has this service that they offer. It's their 211 service, and basically the 211 service is a service where if you have need, okay, if you're a person who's maybe about to lose their house, you need a doctor, maybe you've lost your insurance, you can call United Way's 211 service. So we gave this to a student group in last January. And I thought, you know, this thing's going to be impossible because there's so many different things you could do with this. It's so vague. I mean, if you look, this is basically the information they got initially. Here's a web page. We know there's this 211 service. We know a couple of other things that you go to it and you call somebody. So you click on this little blue button, you wind up, you call somebody, and then that person directs you. But that's pretty much what we know. So I'm going to ask the audience, what do you think would be some keywords that would relate to this particular service? What do you think people would search on that would be relevant here?
Foreclosure.
Foreclosure, okay. That can't be the only one.
Need help. Yeah.
Need help, okay. Now need help, okay, so I need help figuring out this phone I got at a conference last month. Is need help, so need help might be a little bit vague, right? Need help for what? Need help for an emergency? Let's think about concrete things. So foreclosure I thought was good, a little broad, but foreclosure is good. What are some concrete things that need help with bankruptcy? Okay. Excuse me?
Need help paying the bills.
Help paying the bills. Okay. Toledo tornado. Was there a tornado in Toledo recently? Okay. I do remember at 2 a.m. there was some sort of warning about going down into your basement in Arbor, which I kind of ignored last weekend. So I thought about it and I said, well, they haven't really seen a tornado. So at any rate, okay, so that's good. So let's kind of come over. Okay, so we came up with a number of different ideas, and a lot of them were kind of built around foreclosure. There were some general need help ideas that came up, and the students actually all tried things like that. And those general ones like need help and foreclosure and so on and so forth, they failed. Okay, didn't work, and they didn't work because of the reasons I brought up. It's kind of vague. Need help? I said, well, I need help with my new phone, which is a completely different kind of help. Okay, so what the students did, and this is all going to be a little bit Greek to you, but I'll explain it, is they actually went through and did research on these, and they were able to get some data from United Way, mainly by talking with the people at United Way about the actual services they offered. So they didn't just go off the website, press them to go in and talk with folks at United Way. And there's something called Section 8 housing. Now it turns out Section 8 housing is a federal program, and it provides housing assistance. It sort of helps you with your rent. And it's big in Toledo. It's also big in Detroit, as it turns out. And so they connect people up with this, and people actually search on it. So this is looking over about a week's worth of searches focused on the Toledo area. And there were, that number of impressions is how many times ads showed, and then that number of clicks is how many clicks they got. And so they got about 93 people to click in on Section 8 housing. Then they went into low-income housing, which is actually, interestingly enough, slightly different. So notice they're slicing the salami really thin here. So Kim, this kind of comes back to your point about how deep you want to get into it. And this is about the level you've got to get into it to really start to get value out of it. Okay, to really start to generate some traffic, generate some interest around specific things that you do that can help folks. There's food ads. So 211, remember I said there's a lot of different things that come under this. So this actually fits under need help, okay? So food ads was people who needed help. These were ads for people who needed help getting food assistance, okay? Yeah, okay, and so food ads, doctors, and then there was one for women's shelter. Over the 2.5 years, we've We've never had, this is about the most success we've actually had advertising women's shelters. It's sort of hard. I'm not sure that people actually use search engines to find this. And so at any rate, these are sort of the things they came up with. Now let me show you, get down into the details, because I promised details. This is the ad and then the keywords for Section 8 housing. Now, the ad says Section 8 housing lists. This is the top ad. This is, I think, shows about 90% of the time. Okay. Section 8 temporary and low income. Notice repeated. Okay, it's all about Section 8 housing lists. Start here for info. Okay, little call to action, always important. And then the URL. Notice the URL is housing United Way Toledo. That brings in the United Way brand. Okay, so there is the idea of branding. Branding here to help draw people in, to make them think you're legit, United Way. But it's also relevant to what it is I'm looking for. And if you look at the keywords, this is sort of a list of, what is it that people would search on that I'd show this ad for. Okay, and notice that that is super targeted also. Andy.
I'm wondering, does Google search know by your IP address that you're already in the Toledo area to show you this ad, or do you have to type like Section 8 Toledo into the search?
Excellent question. Google has a number of ways of determining your geographic location. We have these ads targeted at the Toledo area, and it does determine basically by your IP address. Andy was asking, how does it know where you are? It does determine basically by your IP address. It will also, if I typed in Section 8 Housing Toledo into my search bar, it would also show me ads that were targeted at Toledo, because it would assume, even if I might not be in Toledo, perhaps I'm visiting the Arbor for a day or something like that, so it would show me ads targeted at Toledo. But notice how this is super targeted, okay? This is what I mean by getting in and understanding your segments. Okay, I'm going to show you one more to just show you how different it is. So we create something, if you're an AdWords novice and say to yourself, how can I take this home and use it? We create something called an ad group, or maybe not even an AdWords novice, just somebody who'd like to know. This is an ad group, so this is a very targeted ad group within the AdWords system. This is how we target our ad groups. Ad groups are about one targeted thing with ads about that one targeted thing. And then we just create multiple ad groups for those different target segments. We do not mix them all together in one ad group, because then ads for food would be showing when people were searching for housing, and it would be confused. Okay, and these are the food ads. So notice the food ads are completely different. Okay, it's food assistance, need to find a food pantry or soup kitchen, we can help. Notice how we've done the URL here. The previous one was housing United Way Toledo. This is meals United Way Toledo. So highly relevant. Keywords are highly focused. This one gets a lot less search volume than the housing one. And so I actually had to look over a month. Nonetheless, it's a pretty well targeted campaign, and it's working for them. So we've got it up there, even though it's sort of a dinky contributor.
It would be interesting to see if the numbers have gone up since the tornado hit out there.
Well, that Kim brings up a great question. It'd be interesting to see if the numbers have gone up since the tornado hit the area. And it very well could have for housing assistance. We can look at that. That's been about the past week or so. Okay. Now, here's where we get down to ROI. Okay. So in ROI, what we're really talking about is clicks are costing about 75 cents a piece here. So I'm paying 75 cents to get people to come to this page. Okay. Now, I've gotten somebody pulled in from the ad. What do you think is the chance, and they come to this page. This is the landing page that we've got for them. Okay, and this is the landing page they've had now for the past 6 months. what do you think is the chance that the people who click on the ad, come to this page, will actually turn into a customer? Well, what does it mean to turn into a customer? That's actually kind of the important question here. I'd like to hear some audience ideas about that.
Yeah. For them, it means calling the number, calling 211.
Okay, so calling 211, that's an idea. We'll throw that up as a candidate idea. Calling 211 means I've turned into a customer. Any other ideas about what turning into it? Yes? It could mean a donor. Okay. Now, how would, let me ask you this follow-up question from me. How would a donor come to this page and become a donor? So they might click on the give up there, advocate or volunteer, now who are the people who are going to be drawn in with these ads? Okay, so we talked about the idea of a conversion being somebody becoming a donor. Would they come in through one of these ads that we put up?
No.
Not likely. Okay. And it's not likely because we've targeted these ads at people needing assistance. Okay, so I'm going to say point number one. If what we're looking for is donors, we're running the wrong ads. Okay, these are not the donor ads. Okay, these are the will help you ads. Okay, how many of you have searched for places to give money on the internet? Okay, I'm getting some number which is sort of under 5% of the audience from what I can judge. Okay, so generally speaking, trying to get donors over the internet, trying to get people to hit. Well, I'll ask you, Derek, have you do you have a donate button on the LA2? I didn't see one on the LA2 website. Okay, you seem to hit people up here when they come in to actually consume the service. Okay.
We may put a donate button eventually.
Okay. All right. So donation is not something that people search for. It usually involves some sort of getting them involved, actually, getting them engaged, and actually pulling them in for an event like this. Something that does something for them. Now, it's possible, looking at a donation. Another thing about donations, and particularly donations where people are going to give a lot of money, is it's a relationship building process. So, and these stories actually do occur, but they take years. Somebody comes to you looking for assistance. You help them out. They hit it rich. They remember you. You've stayed in touch. And believe it or not, that sort of thing really does occur. Then the next thing you know, they're giving you $10,000, $100,000. My wife is involved with a medical nonprofit here in town, and that's exactly how they work. Is they have people come in, they offer particular kinds of treatment, and that's actually how they got their latest treatment center. Is one of the people who they helped out decided they were really worth it and gave a donation of $500,000, and so they purchased a house. So that's sort of the donor story, and it's generally, to be perfectly honest with you, it is not a good AdWords kind of campaign. So let's kind of come back to that gentleman's idea of getting somebody to actually call the call center. And I want to push on that a little bit, because let's say, am I satisfied that they just gave my little call center operator a ring here, or do I want more? Yes?
You might go to the absolute extreme and say it was somebody who was qualified for the service and carried all the way through and successfully was helped by the agency.
Yes. So, important point about United Way. Okay, so he said it's somebody who was, because I was told to repeat for the internet thing here. It's somebody who was qualified for the service, carried all the way through, and then successfully became a user of the service. Okay, so it's not just calling her. Okay, that's so she's a screener basically. The success is we get people all the way through to actually using the service. United Way is an umbrella organization. United Way does not provide services. Rather, they fund services and they route people to services. That's essentially what they do. And so you have to think about, well, who are the people who are supporting United Way? Well, it's a community effort, and the community is actually looking for the service to be provided. Now, let me ask you this. What do you think the likelihood is of somebody clicking the ad and calling up? Because, I'm willing to count that as a step in the conversion process. I think that was actually a good start. What do you think that, and this is actually something you could measure, what do you think the likelihood is of potential likelihood of somebody actually calling her up once they get to this page?
20%?
20%. 50%.
1%.
Wait.
1%.
3 to 5.
3 to 5%. Okay. If we're getting 3 to 5% calls here, then the top of our funnel, so you can think of this as a funnel process, exactly like you described. We screen them, we figure there's some set that's qualified, and we figure there's some set that who's qualified will actually proceed ahead to use the service. That percentage is constantly narrowing. If we're at the 3 to 5% just getting people to call, then we have some real work to do at the top of our funnel. It's broken. Okay? And there's a couple of things you can think about. Are we advertising the wrong thing? It's actually easy, much easier to fix the ads and the keywords than it is to fix the web page. I deal with these folks all of the time, and oftentimes the web page is stuck off with some technical person, and or maybe they have an outside contractor who they have to pay a lot of money to for each web page change. People may not necessarily understand how their website operates. So the website is an expensive thing for people to change. Keywords and ad text are not expensive to change. Now, let me kind of flip that around though. Do people think that this website is a good website for converting people? Because I was hearing that 3 to 5 estimate, which I said was broken. So raise your hand if you think it's a good website for getting people to actually call the call center person. Okay. I'm seeing a number that's way less than 10% of the audience. Okay. And so what this suggests is, and so, yes, Derek, I have 5 minutes. Okay, he's now, okay, good. I was carrying here because I thought this would be a good spot to carry. I will now speed up. The answer is it's probably not a good website. It's too generic. It doesn't really speak to the different campaigns you use to draw people into the website. If you are convinced of the keywords and the benefits you're offering in your ad campaigns, then it is time to make the investment and fix your web page. If you're paying all of the money they're paying and you're getting a 3 to 5% call rate off of this web page, you are in bad shape. The number should be much closer to 50% and over 50% if you can handle it, if you can get there. But 50% would be sort of a base target, I would say, for getting people to take that first step. If it's below 50%, your page is broken. So coming back to ROI, we know each click is costing 75 cents. At what rate can I convert these people into customers? Well, we can look at, what is it costing me to get somebody to actually call? Well, each call, if 50% of the people are calling, then each call is actually $1.50. Okay? If getting the fully qualified people who actually use the service, if that's 1%, okay, 1% conversion rate going all the way through that process, then I'm paying $75, okay, because I'm paying 75 cents a click. I'm paying $75 to get somebody all the way through that process if it's a 1% conversion rate down through to the end. Okay, so you start to do simple metrics like this. You know what you're paying. You start to get an idea of how many people of those are actually calling. About 50, that's really not too bad. Most people would say they could handle that. But if you get down for a fully qualified person to actually use your service and it costs you $75 to get there, there are some businesses that would support that. most contracting businesses, if I told them that, you know, if I charge you $75 a customer and you're making a $200 profit, they'd say, okay, I'll take it. All right, because that'd then be, they'd still be getting $125 in profit. If I'm selling T-shirts and I'm paying $75 to get my customer, then there's no way that that makes sense. Okay, and so really what we do is we come up with what the acquisition cost is. Now, in terms of getting in terms of paying $75 to get somebody into your housing service, I would say that there's a couple of things that you would want to do there. One of them is you want to design your web page better and make sure that people actually click through to get screened by her. You may also, at this juncture, want to refine your ads so that you're only bringing in people who would be qualified. Now, you're going to get a lot fewer people coming in, but you know, you're still going to be paying about that 75 cents a click. And if you increase the rate at which they convert, then you know, it'll be better for you. And so, even though you may only get 10 clicks in a week, if 5 of those people actually go all the way through to conversion, then you know that's actually a very good deal. And so, at any rate, these are the ROI tricks. And so let me kind of summarize. The trick here, you'll notice I brought it down to segments, and segments are specific people who are going to buy or purchase specific products from your services. So they're going to buy specific products or services from you. Okay, once you know what that is, then you can use internal data and estimation to cost out the segments, and then you can figure out, you know, does this make sense for me to continue doing? A lot of legwork, as some of the people were bringing up. You know, it depends on how deeply you want to get into it. To get value out of it, you've got to get in deeply. Now, this is not something that you want to hire somebody who's charging you $200 an hour to do. It takes a lot of work. Instead, you want to hire one of my students who do not charge $200, but I don't want to lowball price them beyond that, okay? But less than $200 an hour, and that's my particular pitch for them. Okay, and if you want to learn more, I have algorithmicadvertising.com where I sort of keep observations about this process as we go through with the students working. I'm going to actually be developing a sort of a student referral mechanism there. I also am available to help train and coach, but I'm really sort of more towards that high-end of service, so you don't want to hire me to be developing your campaigns for you, but training and coaching is something I definitely do. I also help people out with some high-level strategy kind of things. And so I think I ended right on time. Thanks for the 5-minute warning.
Thanks, Bud. That was awesome. That was awesome. Great. So now we are going to go around the room, and if you could please give us your name, your company, and real briefly if you're looking for anything in particular. And then we'll go all the way around the room, and we're going to do all 80 of you in about 15 minutes because we always finish on time at LA2M, as you know. So please, Tiffany, you will start us off.
Hi, I'm Tiffany Reisner. I work with Travis Point Country Club right now. We're just starting social media. We're trying to do LinkedIn and Twitter. So I'm looking for an internship to kind of start getting in the door and helping out there.
Hi, I'm Chris Muntz. I work at eSearch Vision. We're a search marketing agency in town, and we are actually hiring. If any of you guys back there are interested, just come see me.
Hi, I'm Andy Ross, and my wife and I run a full-service design agency called Stunning.
Hello, my name is Janice Milham. I have a company called Milham Images, and I do photography and marketing strategy for business and nonprofits. I currently have a show right now, right down the street, Espresso Royale, of some of my personal work, which is documentary. It's called Urban Landscape. So you got to walk by it to get to your car, so go see it. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Mary new olds. I am currently between positions. I have a background in marketing, sales, and advertising. I know there are many business owners here. If you are looking for someone who is highly experienced in a variety of media in a sales capacity, I can assure you that you'll be extremely satisfied with my performance for your company. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Megan McCann with Search Ad Marketing. We provide done-for-you Google AdWords services, and each of you has an invitation to a grand opening for it's a subset of Search Ad Marketing called the Pay-Per-Click Club. It's been established to help business owners and managers of pay-per-click accounts learn how to manage and master their own pay-per-click management. So our kickoff event is on the first Tuesday in September, August 3rd, and it's at the EMU building in Livonia. We hope to see you all.
Hi, Kathy Griswold. I'm here to learn more about AdWords. I'm the website committee chair for the local Kiwanis organization.
Hi, my name is Ellie Ganellan. I'm with the Carytown Concert House. The Concert House is actually available for rent for your events, business meetings, and what have you. Actually, timing is everything. We just received the grant from Google for the AdWords yesterday. So we're looking forward to experimenting with that.
My name is Brett Horsvold. I'm an Eastern Michigan student who took Bud's class a little over a year ago, but I just returned from a study abroad, and I'm now looking for opportunities for work.
Hi, my name is Brad Britz. I'm a freelance consulting engineer. I work with companies here in the USA, finding sources and managing quality for hard goods in China.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Kathy Szynski. I'm a marketing consultant for RJ Conlon Marketing and Design. And today I just wanted to give a plug for Stacy's business. Stacy was in a meeting with us yesterday to talk about what dollar bill copying can do for our clients. And one of the things we can do is help folks like Dollar Bill overcome some of the brand challenges with their name and identity. And look to Stacy for some great ideas for your printing needs.
Hi, Tom Crawford. I teach people how to communicate better using the visual arts. So if you have a presentation you need to do and you want it to be world class, come see me.
Hi, I'm Rob Capeless. This is my first LAM event, which is a lot of fun, so I'm glad to be here. My background is in event marketing, direct mail, and social media marketing.
Hi, I'm Tim Police. I've been here for a few weeks. I read about all things U of M for Examiner.com, and I'm the founder of the social media network, Michigan Creatives.
Hi, I'm Andy Sadler. I'm a project manager and recent MBA from Michigan State. I'm here for networking and because Bud suggested that I come and see him talk. This is my first one and I'll probably come back for more. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Anya Siglin. I am the program director at the ARC, a nonprofit right down the street, and this is also my first time here, and it's because of Bud.
Good afternoon, I'm Hank Zandra, affiliate with a network marketing company that's global, and we do it all through e-commerce.
Hi, my name is Jacqueline Andrusiak. I work for Heinz Industries down the street, and I'm the marketing coordinator.
My name is Matt Pohl. We work at Heinz. We design and manufacture special machines, and AdWords is one of our new strategies to get our name out.
Hi, I'm Stacy from Dollar Bill Printing. We're a local digital print shop, and welcome to all our new members today. We have so many.
Good afternoon, I'm Bill Steele, CEO of Hierarchy. We're actually located in Toledo, just outside of Tornado. And what we do is we offer human resource different experiences for architects, engineers, and designers, and usually can save up to about 20% on bottom lines.
Hi, I'm Steve Kropinski. I'm the marketing director at Michigan Radio, 91.7 FM. I'm not trying to sell anything, but if you are a listener to the station or an NPR fan, I encourage you to become a fan of the station on Facebook, or like us, as we have to call it now. So, thanks.
Hi, I'm Mike Nato with Affordable Computers here in town, over on South Industrial. We save people money with their technology computer and fix it, break fix requirements. We also use Megan McCann for our search ad marketing. and we love her for more reasons than just that.
Hi, I'm Steve Califf, and I offer CFO consulting services to early stage companies. So interim, part-time CFO, fundraising strategy, financial models are a few examples. I'm looking for presidents or CEOs of entrepreneurial companies. Thanks.
Michelle Shannon with Prepaid Legal Services, and I'm here networking. We can help small businesses grow their bottom line.
Good afternoon. My name is Dr. Kuldeep Verma. I left cards on the table. I test the urine from non-pregnant and pregnant women, and you can plan for the gender you want, and you can know the gender the same day when you do the pregnancy test. I need the help in all kind of advertising, social media networking, certain information at this time. If you have a kid, I can show the kid if somebody can measure.
Hi, I'm Rachel Kelly from BC Web. We are your media marketing IT design department, and we can also manage your AdWords campaign very affordably. So give us a call. Hi, I'm Alex Bacher, and I just started doing sales at BC Web Design.
Hi, I'm Vince at BC Web Design. I'd like to give a plug to Bud because we had one of his interns this summer, and he's doing a wonderful job, so nice work.
Hi, my name is Mary Shandell. I have over 20 years of experience in sales and marketing, and I'm looking for new opportunities, but very specifically I'm looking for small companies and nonprofits who would like help with their event planning and promotions.
Hi, I'm Jeff Bodke. I'm actually new to the area from the west side of the state, South Haven specifically. And I'm with Move Communications. I'm the new account coordinator there.
Hi, Jim Elliott. I work for IMAX, a consultancy that works with automotive dealerships on their digital marketing efforts, all the way from SEO to social media.
I'm Darius Smith. I work for Arbor.com doing advertising sales as well as in Bud Gibson's class.
Hi, I'm Yasin Isa. I'm the intern at WizWeb and a former student of Bud. And we're doing web design marketing, and I'm looking for a bachelor thesis for the summer or the fall. So if you have any ideas, I'm a business information system student. Yeah, come and talk to me. Thank you.
I'm Leila from Affordable Computers.
Hi, I'm Tony Archer from Merkle Brothers Inc., also known as Merkle Carpet One.
My name is Bruce Shields. I'm actually a grad student from the University of Michigan School of Information. I'm interning at a company called Love the Tree Line this summer.
I'm Wade Aker. I'm a freelance web developer, and I build websites that are easier to update than your AdWords account.
How's it going? I'm Peter Clay. Do business development for Parrish Advertising and Design. I know what to promote. Go to digdowntowndetroit.com. New site we just launched. Great, all sorts of cool stuff to do in downtown Detroit. You can like us on Facebook, and you can also follow us on Twitter. There you go.
Hi, I'm Joel Vergen. I'm an internet marketing consultant. Ellie, talk to me. I can help you spend that grant money. I'm also working on a project, a new kind of thing. It's called dishfish.net. It lets people donate to their favorite nonprofit or favorite charity and then print out a coupon out of the printer that'll bring them to your business and spend money there. So Dishfish.
Hello, my name is Brett. I work for a company called Accuracy Cytometers, and there I do in-house AdWords management and website stuff and graphic design. I've been through the Google Grants program with Dr. Gibson. I think I was part of the second or third class.
Yeah, it seems like, yes, it seems like. Yeah.
And this is my first slam event.
My name is Christine Adams. I'm in Bud's class. I also work for Eastern Michigan University with athletics and marketing, and we're doing a grand opening of our multi-million-dollar air-inflated practice facility Tuesday the 15th. It's going to be a picnic. Food is going to be served all day for free, along with prizes and giveaways. So come check it out. It's really a great opportunity for Eastern to pick up our game in sports.
Hi, I'm Kyle Kai, and I'm one of Bud's students, and I will be AdWords certified at the end of the summer.
My name's Chris Boucher. I'm also in Bud's class, the Google Practicum class. I've just gotten interested in search marketing, so I've been dealing with that. But I do contract work for web application development, desktop application development, and things like that. So.
I'm James Freed, and I'm also in Bud's class this semester.
I'm Lanny White. Unfortunately, I'm not in Bud's class. I'm director at growbiz.org. We have a brand new website which we're trying to get the word out for people to click on that. It's called A2growbiz.org. Visit and give us some feedback. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Jane Delancey, Delancey Design, and we help our clients who are frustrated with their website or concerned about getting a web presence. We set up the content management so they can update themselves and help them present a professional image. And you know, I'm always happy to look at what you've got, and no obligation, see if there's a fit. So give us a call, DelanceyDesign.com.
I'm Jason. I'm also a student in Bud Gibson's class.
My name is Eric Wortman, student with Bud Gibson, and I work at Money Source Financial Services across from the stadium, and I'm a marketing and accounting student at Eastern.
I'm Roger Rail. I help you with your information needs, and a couple weeks ago there was a whole bunch of Bud students here. I said, "Who's Bud?" and now I know. and thanks for bringing all the participants. I also do a lot of volunteer work, and if you come to the Green Fair this Friday evening downtown in Arbor, I'll have a booth there talking about groundwater contamination and how to use. I'm using a lot of the tools that are available now on the web to kind of get message out to people, and I help people do that in their own organizations too. So.
My name is Grant Heitkamp. I work at John X Digital Marketing. We're just a couple doors down Main Street. We do everything from build websites to build and manage AdWords. So whether you've been trying to do your own and you need some help, or you want to build it the right way from scratch, we can help.
What up? I'm Spencer. You guys know me, hopefully, by now. I'm with Mercantile Exchange. We're a place where independent professionals can come to work instead of chilling at home with no one and being a hermit. It kind of sucks. So you should come to Mercantile. And if you're not or know someone, please just let me know. And if you want to just come see it, there's no reason not to. So please let me know. I'll give you a tour. Have a nice day.
Hi, I'm Beth Johnston. I'm a graphic designer for an engineering company here in town called Cybernet Systems. I also do freelance web and print design.
I'm Benji Ben Baruch. I do advanced analytics, quantitative analysis. I'm an applied sociologist. If you have data, I help turn it into information. If you don't have data, I help you find it and help you figure out what you can do with it. So if you have data needs, let me know.
Hi everybody, Al Green, quarter-busting award-winning consultative sales professional seeking new opportunities. My background includes, for the most part, more than a couple decades in the area of telecommunications, products and services. I was part of the first business-to-business sales team here in the Detroit area for both Sprint and AllNet, to name a couple, as well as a number of years, with a startup company, as well as doing telecommunications consulting, being self-employed. Just a pleasure to meet here, and thanks a lot, Bud, for your very informative talk.
Thanks. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Jan Griffion. My company is Griffion Consulting. We're based in West Bloomfield. We help small and mid-sized B2B companies grow and find new market opportunities by taking a strategic analytical approach. We're basically strategic planners, strategic marketers. So if your business is stuck and you're looking for a new way, and you're ready to rethink your business model, or if you have a client who is stuck and looking for new growth opportunities, give us a call.
My name's Anita LeBlanc, from The Right Word. I do marketing, writing, mostly for healthcare. I work with some tech companies, nonprofit education. I'm a jack of all words. And I also do some freelance journalism for Career Focus magazine in the Ann Arbor and Community Observers. You can look for my article on how to maintain your self-confidence or get it back after you've been kicked in the teeth and jobless in next month's Career Focus magazine.
I'm Kim Katchadorian, currently in transition, background in marketing, PR, etc. And my website is geekymarketer.com.
Hey, I'm Eric Rodriguez, Client Services Manager with Ingenix Digital Marketing.
Hi, I'm Megan. I just graduated from Michigan State and I'm currently interning at Ingenix.
Hi, I'm Carter Sherline from Prince Studios, a commercial, editorial, and portrait photographer.
And it's only 12:56. This is very good. Yeah, very much on time. So again, my name is Derek Merritt. I'm CEO of Ingenix Digital Marketing, and I teach as well at Michigan State University. I teach a class called the New Media Driver's License, which is a wonderful class. And but I kind of want to take Bud's class too. It sounds like fun, and it's really nice that all your students come. You must be a well-loved professor, along with some of your clients.
They get credit too.
That's great. It sends you here to get credit. What a good way to learn. So, anyways, I'm going to pass it off to Dee Davey, the voice of LA2M, and she's going to say some exciting things. So get ready.
Thank you, Derek. I'm Dee Davey, an independent marketing contractor, and I specialize in businesses who offer services to their customers, and I have an ask. Please keep me in mind if you know of any marketing managers who are overstretched or under-resourced that have a marketing project that they need to get off of their desk without the investment of a full-time resource. Dee Davey, Creative Ideas Marketing. I'm also, as Derek mentioned, the voice of Lunch Ann Arbor Marketing. I work with Derek to put the speaker program together and to communicate all things Lunch Ann Arbor Marketing. And it's my pleasure to introduce next week's speaker. We have Mike Wynn from Sandler Training coming to talk about improving your prospecting. Mike is going to give us some tips and hints on how to find the right leads for your business and your opportunity. So see you next week at Lunch Ann Arbor Marketing.